Hello, this is George with Harmony Trading System coming to you from Frisco, Texas. How you guys doing? We are looking at the market right now and seeing what we need to be looking for in the coming day. Tomorrow, Thursday, then we have Good Friday this coming Friday, and pretty much a 3 to 4 day holiday. So we're going to be away from the market for a little bit, and so we want to end tomorrow with a good performance. And let's take a look at what the market has to offer and go from there. We're going to start with ES, S&P 500, the contract, future contract. And we're seeing an interesting behavior. And I'm going to notate that behavior and show you a similar time in which this happened. I think everybody here that I'm talking to has a very bad case of FOMO. And nobody wants to miss out on this rally. I keep getting calls saying, man, you know, I'm missing this rally. What should I come in and buy any of this stuff? And where should I come? Which is the best instrument? Which is the best stock? It's a constant talk about missing a rally. I have to remind people, okay, we are in a recession. Okay, we are in a recession, and we are in a situation where there is a contraction in business and contraction in assets, and there is a global contraction. So for people to look at these rallies and talk about a V-shaped reversal is really being sucked in to the emotions of the moment and not taking a step back and look at the big picture and how this market is acting in relation to similar bear markets. Similar bear markets, and we could go as far back as you want to, exhibit behavior that is similar to this, where the market just kind of rally in an explosive way. Then you'll find the days where the drawdown and the reversals are as severe as the run-ups. Then the market will settle down and start dripping for an extended period of time. It's that the reaction that we had yesterday, where the market actually reversed from 27.51 all the way down 26.45, was a sign for all the bears that, hey, listen, we have another round of selling coming to 26.26, and I was one of them. I mean, just plain and simple. It's not like we haven't seen this stuff before. Whenever the market reversed like that, boy, oh boy, I mean, load up the boat and start going short. But I have to admit, I was surprised by that kind of behavior of a gap up and a stability and a run up to the highs. There is some buying interest here, but let's take that scenario and look where it happened before, and it didn't happen before, and what happened after that. So here you go. You had a market that ran up here, 1, 2, reversed intraday, gapped up, ran up, and it looks like the market is going to go up and start testing these higher levels. Then you saw what happened next. And that is on the 3rd of March, the 4th, and the 5th. So we have that pattern here, which is a reversal. We have the gap up and the run up. We have the same situation. So the expectation is to have a down day tomorrow. So I'm going to continually look for shorts So if I have 10 trade decisions that I'm going to make, 7 out of those 10 are going to be shorts, and only 3 that are going to be long. I have to be flexible in any environment that I'm in and not buy into any thesis that I may be thinking about, even if it has a high probability of happening. So I'm willing to go long into higher prices into the 2800, but the majority of my trade are going to be stalking and looking for the market reversal pattern. So what do I need to see in order for us to start really getting hyperactive on the short side? Is to first see a gap down in Globex, and that gap down is not getting covered. So if we start breaking down into overnight here into the 2720, then 2700 is not too far away, and a break below 2700 will pick up momentum on the downside. So that's what I'm looking for. If the market start punching up, okay, well, I have 3 out of my 10 decisions where I could look for a quality entry point when my system tells me my 20 NT wrinkle and my 12 NT wrinkle are in sync, and boom, just get in there and scalp along that way. And it will be a scalp trade. It wouldn't be a trade that I will hold on to for any extended period of time. So the big idea here is we are extended in a market that's structurally weak, in a economy that is retracting globally and locally. And the best play right now is not the fear of missing out, but the fear of getting caught. There's a lot of people who are going to get caught up here. And the market is going to try to test the lows or close to it. And these people are going to freak out because they got caught. And so I rather, be honest with you, miss a rally to the upside, and I'm very comfortable letting it go because I know what to do intraday, versus trying to get too aggressive buying in these levels, or think the market is going to do a V-shaped recovery, which is a low probability event. I would put it at a 10%, and that's my own way of looking at this, like a 10%, because a V-shaped recovery is not like, out of 10 recoveries you see, you don't see them just do a V-shaped. So it's a low probability event. So I will give it 10%, and that's generous actually. So that is the strategy for me. I want to see a gap down, and I want to see the pullback into 2700, and that will trigger a lot of selling pressure into the lows of today, which is 2653 into 2626, 2626. Then you got prices lower than that. Okay, so that's ES, and NQ is not going to look any different than that. So let's just take a look here. All right, so NQ. Okay, so where we go. So we got an inside day price action within the high and the low of the prior day, and we got really a decent run up into prices, and really there was a lot of tricky stuff going on in that range, but I managed to just do fine. I traded a little bit in the morning, and let's take a look at the trades that we made. Give me a second here. Yeah, so we are up 21 on a short trade that I did early on around 7 o'clock for 738, And basically that was it for me. I'll show you where that trade is in a second. But the big idea here, I went short. I went in short in the early sell-off. Then I put myself in a position where I'm looking for a selling pressure to continue throughout the day into 8,000. That did not materialize, and there was a lot of buying interest, and the selling pressure was a little bit on the shallow side. So same scenario like ES. If we break the 82.85, you're gonna see some push to the upside, and the same scenario. I mean, almost to that exact T. Right here. Look at that. Market reverses, then you have an intraday, an inside day rally, and it looks like, you know, they're going to break this bad boy up. And, you know, the world is, you know, this coronavirus business is nothing but a scam, and load up and don't miss the rally and all this kind of junk. And then you got yourself that reversal. And that's what we're looking to see tomorrow, that type of behavior in here. And that will test the 8,000, and then we'll come to 7,800. And here you have that protective gap that we need to kind of see if we can protect it. And there may be a buying opportunity in this range when the market stabilizes, because things, when it comes to at least the coronavirus infection, are starting to stabilize there. And that is a prerequisite for us to get out of this pickle that we are in, okay? So that's that, and let's take a quick look on crude oil, and I hope it doesn't take forever. Here we go. All right, so we talked yesterday about how the price action will dip, and it did dip, and today they rallied up, and tomorrow is OPEC's meeting, and their expectation is, you know, hopefully they come to term with an announcement that they will cut the supply, because this is a supply issue. I mean, there's a lot of supply out there, and there's not a lot of demand, so it's actually a supply and demand issue right now. So as far as the prices, you are into the 26 area. I mean, it's going to be news driven. The market likes what's going on in between Russia and Saudi Arabia. You're going to see a bit of a relief rally that will test the 28 into the 30 price range. If they don't like it, then you are going to see some more selling. And that's basically the bottom line on crude oil. Okay? So that's where we're at as far as our trading and our forecast for the coming day. And wish you guys health, wealth, and happiness. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and always trade in harmony. And see you on the next video.